It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, presented by M&M Carnage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Tony.
I made it to what is it, Monday?
Monday.
Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. John Spears, Tony Burke, Scooter Dingus. What a weekend.
Was it?
I turned Tony now. Hang on.
Yeah, we were at the sound.
We're trying to
here.
adjust the volume over here.
Yeah, it's been screwed.
What a weekend. It's Monday, November 10th. I had a tough weekend in Manhattan.
Man, I've already heard about it.
Oh, how'd that go?
Had a tough weekend. The Knights lost by 27. They didn't play particularly poorly. In fact, a lot of positives to take away.
I like some of it, yeah.
Was very happy with the effort. Much better than the Georgia game. Let's just put it that way. And the final score not indicative of how hard the Knights played without two starters who were injured, minor injuries. And that was great. Scooter, my hotel room, the television didn't work.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what I said, Scoot.
That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, Friday, get there, everything's great. Usually, this is on me. First thing I do when I walk in the room is check the temperature of the room, turn on the TV. I didn't turn on the TV. And I unpacked everything I had. I had my sleep apnea machine hooked up, clothes hung up that I had to hang up. All that was it. Go turn TV on, nothing. Okay, maybe it's me. Nothing. Lights are on the TV, lights are on the remote, and it won't come on. I called down to the desk. The girl at the desk, God love her, is probably 21, very perky, very nice. She answers the phone after about 8 rings, and she says, "I'll be right up when I get a chance." And I said, "Okay." And I hung up, and I thought, "You'll be right up.
There's probably nobody else there.
Don't you have a technician or somebody that works on these?"
What time was this?
Scoot knows what's going on.
This was 8 o'clock.
Yeah, she was, in all likelihood, she was the only one there.
It was 7:30 local time, probably.
Scoot's a hotel.
I wait 45 minutes.
Guy.
45 minutes. I go downstairs. There's a line of about 3 people. She's the only one there, and there's a bartender over at the bar. And nobody's at the bar. So the bartender walks over and starts helping her. And I just say, room, whatever, my TV's not working. I called down here. Oh, yeah. And the bartender says, "Well, let me go up and look at it." And I go, "Well, that's not a good sign." The bartender's going to go look at my TV.
Well, the bartender in hotels is typically the guy that runs around and
I
does
knew
everything.
he would know. I knew he would know. He came up. He worked on it for about 10 minutes, messed with the wires. No luck. I said, "Don't worry about it. Is there any way I can get another room?" He said, "Well, we're booked pretty solid, and she's already moved a few people around." I said, "Don't worry about it tonight, but I got football games all day tomorrow." Well, needless to say, I didn't get moved. I never got my TV working, and I watched Indiana and Penn State on my phone.
I'd have been at a bar somewhere. I don't care if
there were bars everywhere.
Yeah, I'd have gone
around our hotel.
Man.
Why didn't you go that route?
I should have, but I hate people, as you all know, so I just watched it on my phone.
You like food, though?
And I yelled and screamed on my phone when Omar Cooper Jr. made the catch.
Could you see his feet on your phone?
I could see his feet. I could. I had to pull it close to me, but I could see. All right, M&M Carnage Hotline's open.
You got that out, huh?
I got that out. 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well. 414-1450. Game Day Men's Health is redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, and sexual performance therapy. Visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Defining a new era in men's health, and hit me up on the text line 414-1450. Hello to everyone listening, or you one person watching on YouTube. We appreciate it. Listeners on the podcast, appreciate you as well. And, of course, we love you if you're listening live on the Big X here. The other thing is those charter flights are great. There's no TSA. Just hand your luggage to a guy. Nobody's frisking you. You get on a plane. But when they land and they bounce, it is scary.
Rough.
It is scary. especially at 1 o'clock in the morning in the pitch black, and you're bouncing, and then he hits the brake, and the only thing keeping you in is that seatbelt, baby, because I'm going forward because he's hitting the brake. Bowman Field now. We went Bowman Field.
You don't have a long landing.
There's not a lot of runway there.
What's the turbulence you were telling me about?
A lot of turbulence. Guys, please get back, get your seatbelts on, sit back down. Guys, please. That's what the flight attendant kept saying. I'm like,
That's
okay,
never good.
Not good. I'm trying to get a nap coming home. But there you go. There was my trip in a nutshell. The unsponsored six-pack was 3-3, Scoots.
That's pretty good.
Indiana killed me.
Yeah.
I had Indiana on 3 separate parlays.
I couldn't
They
believe
killed me.
it.
But that's okay. I won a game I should have lost. Vandy should not have covered, but they won by 7 in overtime. Thank you. And Ohio State should have covered, but gave up a late touchdown to Purdue for an unknown reason. Your Steelers stink.
Yep.
Yeah. How about that W I was getting?
Aaron Rodgers is well, he's not Aaron Rodgers. Let's just put it that way.
I went to bed when it felt like I was watching baseball more so than football.
God, it was it was terrible.
When it went
wasn't
from
it?
3-0 to 3-2 to 5-3.
Yeah, great. A lot of field
A lot of
goals.
extra base hits.
I needed that game to finish out an over parlay. Well, that didn't work out very well.
That 3 wasn't going to help, was it?
Even the safety didn't help me. By the way, Tony and Big Al's Mortal Locks 1-3.
Yeah.
With 1 to go tonight. They got Green Bay. Scooter, this was the week. This was the week.
It had.
If they take New Orleans,
You know what?
Miami,
true.
the
Yeah.
Giants, and the Jets, they're 4-0 right now.
That's a great
I
point.
sat there last night and just went, "Can you believe this crap?"
And they all won except
Yeah,
for the Giants.
I just shook. You know,
We'll talk more about the NFL tomorrow. But Miami beats Buffalo.
Big Al let me pick them, and you all liked the games better because I was picking decent games.
We did.
Instead of picking a crappy ones and maybe being the happiest guy in the world today.
If you pick the bad teams, you're 4-0 with Monday Night Football. You're hedging like crazy tonight.
Like crazy.
It is what it is.
Not called winning.
6-pack 3-3. We'll get to that. So we'll talk more NFL tomorrow. We'll have good, bad, and ugly tomorrow as well. But we have to start.
Yep.
I know we started with my trip to Manhattan, Kansas, but we have to start really with the 10-0 Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah.
27-24 over a 3-6 Penn State team.
Can I just give out a collective to Indiana fans?
Before we came on the air, I said, "Boy, I would have liked to see Scoot during that last
I
drive."
think I picked the perfect time to text, "I'm nervous," because I know you were nervous.
I took it in at a Cluckers. I had a remote broadcast on Saturday. But it was, so I was watching it on my phone. It was 20-10. Penn State scored to make it 2017.
You're at Cluckers. They didn't have it on TV?
this was during my remote broadcast.
Okay.
Penn State scores to make it 2017. My remote broadcast wraps up. Cluckers right down the way, so we walk over there.
Got it.
Walk in, there's a table of guys in there we know, and they're like, Indiana's losing. And I'm like, what? No way Indiana's losing.
So you didn't know they fell behind.
I didn't know they fell behind. So I sat there. They had that possession where I was like, all right, this is where they go down and score.
Nope.
They end up giving the ball back to Penn State. It was at that point I decide, okay, this beer isn't working. I'm going to need a shot of Fireball. And then
Spears and this damn
go
Penn
to
State hat.
Jägermeister.
the rest is history. It was unbelievable.
All right, let's talk about Gus Johnson. Could you hear it at Cluckers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He wears me out.
He wears me out
I
now.
love him.
And his voice got to where you couldn't even, he was like a dog whistle. You couldn't even hear him.
It got
what he
loud.
was saying.
It got loud
It
there.
did, I'm sure, but he's in a booth and he should be a little less. Give me a little. I know he's always been drama guy. Give me a little less drama, Gus. Tell me what's going on. And I think Joel Klatt kind of got hooked up into it with him.
I like Joe Klatt.
I do too.
I really like Joel Klatt.
I think he's really good.
Great. And then give him the Heisman. Give him the Heisman. Come on, Gus. Take it easy. I agree, by the way. Give him the Heisman. He is now clearly the front runner to take home that award. You got
Mendoza.
You got Wisconsin and Purdue left, and I'm not poo-pooing anything anymore.
I am.
I'm not. You can't poo-poo anything because you never know. But Heiss Mendoza to Omar Cooper with 36 seconds left. Here's the thing about that drive. And Tony sent out a great text that says Penn State is.
No, I just said a tale of two teams.
A tale of two teams. Penn State has had this crap happen to them all year. Indiana has had everything go right the whole year, and he's right. Because on that last series of downs, first down, ball deflected, hits the turf.
Could have been. I mean, it's
second down, even worse.
Yeah, it could have.
Gets his arm hit. Ball goes floating into the air and lands between three Penn State defenders.
Yeah.
And then you get the catch from Omar Cooper Jr. So that's just when it's going right, it's going right. When it's going wrong, it's going wrong.
Well, and I hate how much everybody's talking about the Omar Cooper catch.
Charlie Becker.
That Charlie Becker catch was almost
at about good. What was that? About the 8-yard line?
Yeah.
When he came down.
And if he doesn't,
now he got a foot down too.
He doesn't catch that. Cooper. It's a different game.
The game's over.
Tell me about Charlie Becker's season so far, Tony.
Charlie Becker has 7 career catches.
Not anymore.
He had 7 in that game for 118 yards.
He was great. Again, Surratt not playing. We don't even hear Charlie Becker's name Saturday.
Exactly.
If Surratt plays.
If Surratt plays, that's not a 3-point.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
That doesn't.
Look,
I'm not going to say
let me ask you this.
He's a game changer.
I don't disagree, but is he 7 for 118 guaranteed? Because that's what Becker did in his place.
They probably double him.
So what's the difference?
I'd say he does put up that line, yeah.
Mendoza, 19 of 30, 218, a touchdown. We saw the touchdown. It was gut check time. And look, was he throwing it away? No. It was a blitz. He knew where his receiver was going to be, and he threw it to a place where only his guy was going to catch it.
When he took a shot.
Now, Cooper had to make a great catch, and I still don't know how did he keep the right foot from touching and get the left foot down? It was acrobatic as I've ever seen.
He got both. That catch is good in the NFL.
I think the right toe touched. I've watched it 40 times.
I watched it this morning.
And I think it touched, but if it did, it barely touched.
Yeah.
But I saw it in slow motion again this morning, and when he caught
the ball, a blade of grass did move.
When he caught the ball, he looked down.
He did look down
to get his foot in,
and the referee
was right on it.
How great was that? Those guys never get credit. They shouldn't. But he was looking at everything. He's looking at the ball. That's a catch. Now I'm going to look down, and he was on it.
He was in the right spot.
And now look. Let's be fair. I don't have a 40-inch TV. I was looking on my phone. But initially, did anybody think he stayed in bounds?
I didn't. I didn't think he got the foot down.
I thought there's no way he got a foot down.
I did. All of us at the restaurant, we were all cheering like he had scored. And then there was that moment of where they showed the replay where everybody was like, maybe not.
And then they
zoomed into the feet, and the place went bananas.
And one of the reasons Joel Klatt is so great is he quickly explained, when you're toe tapping, you don't have to get the whole foot down. You just got to get, and a lot of people, I knew that, but a lot of people might not have known that and said, he didn't get the foot down. He just got a toe. All he needed was a toe.
Yeah.
Black had 12 carries, 32 yards, and a touchdown. Hemby was pretty good, but Penn State, for the most part, defensively, they held Indiana in check for most of that game.
You nailed it, John.
Yeah.
I think you nailed Penn State. It was an opportunity. I didn't think they'd play well. Scoot didn't either. And
this was their last chance.
Still had talent, still had a good crowd, had an opportunity, and they did not look good early on. But, man, when they got rolling, they looked like the Penn State. They made a great comment. They looked like the Penn State team that started the season number 2, and that right there late in the game.
I.e., they played their ass off. Which
they did.
I thought
they
played hard.
And you play harder for an interim coach who is on the staff.
Against a team that's undefeated.
You got a defensive backs coach who they love, just like Auburn took Vandy to overtime in Nashville this week. They got an interim coach there that they really like.
Should have saved
Glad Hugh Freeze is gone. Well, maybe, but
they wasted that last time out, man.
They did. God, what are you doing?
Why do you call it?
I was sitting at Kansas State watching the thing on Bug's tablet there, and I go,
what's
why
he doing?
call that
That's
time?
what I said. I go, why?
Well, that's why he's an assistant coach.
Exactly. That's why he entered him for a while.
Gruckenmeyer out of nowhere, Mr. Gruckenmeyer, 22 of 31 for 219 and a touchdown interception. He matched Mendoza almost verbatim here. Penn State outgained the Hoosiers by 10 yards, 336 to 326. But IU remains 10-0. When the rankings come out tomorrow night, they'll be number 2 still. And I'm going to say 99.9% chance to make the playoff here. Oh, the only way they don't make the playoff is if they lose to Wisconsin
and Purdue,
and they lose to Purdue, and they lose to Ohio State.
I will have to give up sports talk radio if Indiana loses to Wisconsin and Purdue.
I just want
and
both. Yeah, either. Yeah.
No, I can't let you leave.
I was sitting here thinking, when Indiana was losing that game, how bad a Monday will this be for Scoot? I swear that came to my mind. That came to my mind, man. That's going to be a miserable coming in Monday morning.
Yeah, but he was. This could have been another Scooter-filled weekend.
Well, that's the
Hoosier basketball won.
Oh, yeah.
And if the Steelers had won, he could have been flying on cloud 9 again this week.
Could have hit the trifecta.
It's one of those things, though, that you tell me the beginning of the season, Indiana loses to Penn State. Okay, cool. Top 5 team. You're expected to lose. But a bad Penn State team, that would have been a horrible loss.
That's what I was thinking. I thought, God, I don't even know if I want to go in there if he's there.
If you remember last week,
thanks, Tony.
Tony, we were at the Breeders' Cup party. Penn State played really well in that first half.
Yeah, in the first half
at Ohio State.
At Ohio State, yep.
On the road.
Then
and I'm watching that because obviously I have the over. But I'm watching that and going, Penn State's still got talent. They still got some guys that can play here. But with the quarterback hurt, I went against my system here. My system said Penn State and Purdue, and I went against them, and those were 2 of my 3 losses in the 6-pack. Never go against the system, even though Purdue shouldn't have scored that last touchdown.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does it?
All right, we'll take a break. Kentucky, does Mark Stoops deserve a raise? Is he going to get an extension? Kentucky wins. And I want it to be a feel-good Monday, but we have to talk about Louisville football. Yikes. Birthday's coming up as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big guy. Welcome back. Spears on Sports. Today, also known as the Hoosier Report.
Yeah.
With John Spears, Tony Burke,
we got
Scooter
three
Dinkins.
jacked up guys in here.
Yeah, I can't get my seat to work.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Sorry about that on YouTube.
I don't think it's my girth. I don't think. Yeah, maybe it is. M&M Cards Hotline's open, 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation, 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Get your text into into the show. Up next for Hoosier football, Wisconsin at home. The Badgers beat Washington this weekend. Nice win for them. Luke Fickell got an extension. They've already announced he'll be back next year.
They stink.
They're 3-6. Saturday noon on the Big Ten Network.
Bad day to be a Badger.
The Hoosiers have graduated to the Big Ten noon game. Big Ten Network noon game.
When you're playing the Badgers, that's where you go.
Scooter, have you looked at the spread here?
I have not, but that guy can go ahead and tell you.
Give it a shot. Oh, you told me that last week. You told me Indiana was going to cover the over by themselves again last week.
25.5.
Tony, you want to take a shot?
Where's it's at?
It's in Bloomington.
And it's a sellout.
30.5.
30.5. Ding,
wow.
ding. On the nose.
Save some for guess the spread, Tony.
Woo. I can't believe he got that. That's a weird number.
I don't know why.
That's a weird number. 30.5. I think you saw my notebook.
Nope.
Indiana wins by 40.
Before I get to Indiana basketball, we'll stick with some college football first. Kentucky 38, Florida 7. Basically 2 shutouts in a row by the defense because after a muff punt, Florida's only touchdown came when they started at the 10-yard line.
The 10-yard line. Yeah, it's 10-yard drive.
Kentucky owned Florida. Remember when Florida owned Kentucky?
31, wasn't it?
31 in a row. Kentucky owned Florida. Stoops owns Florida. And Mark Stoops' foot is back in the door.
He might have walked back into the room. Closed the door.
They're 4-5. They are 2 wins away from bowl eligible. As I look back on my predictions this year, I said out loud, where is that 4th win going to come from? I did. And they got 4 with 2 to play, 3 to play. 3 winnable games. I hate to say that because Vandy is still really good. But Louisville has struggled here lately. 3 winnable games.
Undefeated. Tennessee Tech coming in.
2 SEC wins in a row. When's the last time we said that?
It's been 2 years since they won one at home.
Cutter Boley was great. 18 of 23, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Dowdell went over 100 yards on 7 carries, 65 yards.
He blew through the hole on that one.
Seth McGowan, 21 carries, 87 yards. He's still the bell cow. 2 touchdowns for him. Kentucky outgained Florida 401 to 247. They outrushed them 233 to 104. And the defense, who can only play poorly against Tennessee, apparently, was really good again, Tony. You watched this game, I'm guessing, from start to finish.
Yeah, I actually went out and tailgated Louisville game.
That's all I'll say.
3 weeks ago, Kentucky fan was saying we're not going to win another game.
Yeah, who's our next coach going to be?
Yeah, I mean we're not going to win another game. We're going to Auburn, even though Auburn's not as good as they normally are. We don't play well on the road. They win. They come home.
I gotta ask you though, where does the Mark Stoops watch sit right now?
I still think.
I know Barnhart loves him.
Yeah, they hugged out on the field. I think 25% of the UK fans are saying, well, if he wins, we want him back. I think the other ones are like, we got to move on. We got to do something different. But the offense,
fail after a while.
The offense was running different plays than they normally run. They were working. They were doing all kinds of stuff. Which I'm like, that's what Stoops was so hard-headed that we have to run the ball and run the clock and play defense. Well, you know what? You still got to score points, man. And they opened it up.
They only scored 10 against Auburn and won.
Right. But the other night, it looked like a totally different offensive coordinator and a different team. Not that Florida's that good, but Florida lost 24-20 to Georgia.
I tell you when to be careful. I told you to be careful about California, and nobody in this room wanted to listen to me.
I agree.
be careful about Tennessee Tech.
Oh, I think definitely.
Saturday, 1:30 on the SEC Plus. All right? So you're not even on regular TV. You got to stream it if you want to watch it. Tennessee Tech is 10-0. They are scoring, 40-something points a game. Now, they're beating a whole lot of teams that you never heard of. Guess the spread. Scooter, Kentucky, Tennessee Tech.
9.5.
I was going to say 14.5.
23.5.
Whoa.
That tells you something right there.
I think it tells me a lot. It tells me that Tennessee Tech is not a 10-0 Power 5 school and that they haven't played any Power 5 schools. And when you look at their schedule, are you pulling that up?
Yep, that's what I'm doing
when you look at their schedule, they played a lot of directional schools, something Southern, Northern something, Western something.
There's a whole lot of initials on here. Yeah. I have no idea what they're. I know who SEMO is and Gardner Webb.
Run down their schedule, just the teams they played for me.
Well, I don't even know. I have to hit them to see who the teams are.
I don't even know what that stands for.
Tennessee. That's Kentucky. What am I doing? Cumberland. I guess that's Cumberland.
That doesn't. No, I don't think it's Cumberland. Could be.
Who else would it be? CUMB. It is Cumberland, Tennessee.
There you go.
65-0. The Moccasins, they beat 45-17. Tennessee, Chattanooga. Davidson. I guess that's Davidson. Yeah, 72-14. They beat Tennessee State. Oh no, 35-8. Western Illinois. How many games in a row did they lose that there?
What was that, Scooter?
Their last win was October 30th, 2021, prior to last season.
Tech
put up 66 against them.
Charleston Southern, they beat 27-13. That's probably the best team that they've played.
Yeah.
Gosh, look at these.
Lindenwood
52-28. SEMO 42-23. Garner Webb 27-21. That's why the spread is what it is.
And Eastern Illinois 21-9.
Yeah, that starts to kind of
tell you. Again, certainly not murderer's row for Tennessee Tech. 23 seems like a lot against for a Kentucky team that hasn't for the most part put up a ton of points this year. But Vegas knows.
Yep.
I'll say that all the time.
What else we got? What happened out the Cardinals, man, John? They just ruined their whole
California 29, Louisville 26 in overtime. The Bears are 6-4. The Cards are 7-2 with 2 home overtime losses.
Gosh.
That you can easily say they should have won both.
Yes.
And could be 9-0. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Doesn't get you anywhere. You're 7-2. And now you have a minuscule. They had a Virginia loss.
Yeah.
At home to Wake Forest. Louisville was going to have a legitimate shot to get to the ACC championship game had they just beaten Cal this week. Now, they do still have to go to SMU. So, let's be fair. They still have Clemson coming up at home this Friday. But they had a shot to go to the ACC title game. Now, it's a minuscule chance.
Yeah, there's 5 teams with 1 loss. Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pittsburgh, SMU, and Duke. And then Louisville's got 2 losses, and Miami's got 2 losses.
Here's the weird part. Virginia lost their opener to NC State. It was not a conference game. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was scheduled a while back before somebody was a conference. I don't know how it worked.
I think because with Indiana dropping the Virginia game, I think that's how
they picked up NC State.
Picked up a conference team, but it wasn't a conference game.
Okay. Anyway, Miller Moss. Not good. Cardinal fans
saw people cursing him.
Cardinal fans were very down on Miller Moss this week. 20 of 38, 203. That means for each completion it went 10 yards. For each attempt that he had, it went about 5.5 yards. Not good. No touchdowns, 1 interception. Kajon Brown was good, 14 carries for 136. Chris Bell, Moss couldn't get him the ball, 6 for 49. Cal outgained the Cards 427 to 351. I saw somebody said this is what you get when you can't defend a really good quarterback. And Cal's got a really good quarterback. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
Help me out, Scooter.
Couldn't tell you.
Jerron Kiawe
Segapulatelli.
Nailed it.
30 of 47, 323 with 2 touchdowns, including the game winner in overtime to Jacob
DeJesus. Or
as our friends to the south call him, DeJesus. 16 catches, 158 yards, including the game winner on 4th down in overtime. The Cards could only get a field goal, and they give up a 4th and goal at the 3 touchdown pass from Sagapalatelli to DeJesus. And all of a sudden, your season is it's just got a puncture wound in it, right?
For playoff purposes.
You're bleeding out here.
Sagapalatelli, whatever his name.
He did it!
I think y'all are nailing it.
You know what? He set the record for thanking his Lord and Savior after the game.
No, Mendoza did that.
No, he did it more.
He did it more than Mendoza?
He kept doing it. He says, I'm using this as my platform. I bet he said it 6 times.
Well, Mendoza was doing it, and Omar was just standing there shaking his head like, yeah, okay, yeah. Lord, I guess the Lord made me catch that ball and get my foot down. Yeah, okay. But I love guys with when every other letter is a vowel.
Yeah.
It's easy. Bacigalupi.
Yeah, I knew somebody named Bacigalupi.
That was my name back in the day, Scooter. Bacigalupi.
I knew that.
And so Sagapalatelli, it's easy. Every other letter's a vowel. So I
can't believe we got close.
Every 2 letters is a syllable. So that's how you remember.
Yeah, that is just a pulling on the heartstrings, man. That's just
There was some. I wasn't there, obviously, but there had to be some people walking out of there just.
Yeah, I think spread ended up 18.5. I saw 17.5, 18.5. So you're an 18.5 point favorite at home.
I wish I listened to my own advice.
Yeah,
because I said, look, I've seen Cal play, and they're not bad. Look, I'm not one of those people's going, hey, this is a really good team. No, they're not.
Hadn't they lost their last 3 games?
But they're not bad. And that's, you get into Louisville, and here's the thing. They're not bad, and I think Louisville not as good as you think they are. And the quarterback is a crapshoot with Louisville. I don't know what I'm going to get out of Miller Moss.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
They had lost 2 in a row. They beat North Carolina by 3. Duke beat
North Carolina by 3. Think about that.
Duke beat them by 24 at Cal, and they beat Boston College by 4.
Did
so that shouldn't have happened.
Carolina won again, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
They're rolling.
Oh, Belichick's got them going.
4-5. They beat Stanford by a nickel. Good job.
Not a good Stanford team.
All right, so the Cards fall to 7-2. Up next, Friday night home game. Interrupting high school football as always, which we're getting ready to talk about, Scooter. I want to know about Floyd Central the other night. 7:30 ESPN Saturday night on the big network. Friday night, they're on the mothership. Give me a guess the spread here. Tony, I'll let you go
I just saw it. I accidentally saw it.
Scooter's cheating.
I told you I saw it.
After the way you demolished him last week, I'm sure he's going to cheat Thursday.
Probably so.
Well, Scooter cheated.
Scooter, guess the spread.
Who is it again?
Louisville. Wow. Louisville and Clemson. Thanks for listening, by the way. At
Louisville. Louisville 2.5.
Who's playing in this game again? It's 3.5. Good guess. I'm not giving you a point because you didn't even know what the hell game we were talking about.
I lost concentration there for a second.
Clemson's 4-5. They did beat Florida State this weekend.
And rushed the field? No, that was
24-10. Tell me they didn't rush the field.
No, they didn't. I did get
Wouldn't it be great if they did?
I got duped by a post this weekend, though, and then I did some digging, and I was like, no, they didn't rush the field.
And by the way, Duke's got 1 conference loss?
Yes.
They lost to UConn this week.
That's so
37-34.
Yeah, you don't lose to UConn in football. Hey, did you see how the security people lined up in the end zone at Penn State when they scored that touchdown?
Yes, and they're watching the screen. The play's going on behind them.
Could have got right over.
And they're watching the screen, and they put their hands on their heads like, oh, no, that didn't just happen. It was great. Everything about the end of that game was great.
Oh,
and I think Klatt said at one point, this is college football, man. This is what it is. And he's right. He's right. College football is great. It is my favorite sport to watch, and I like them all. I'll watch a 14-inning baseball game that's 2-1.
What about cricket? You ever sat down for a cricket match?
Okay, American sport.
Hey, I got before we go to break.
I don't count soccer either, Scooter.
I'm going to throw 2 college games in there before we go to break.
Yeah.
Texas Tech whooped up on BYU.
Yeah, they were an 11-point favorite. Nobody knew why. Now we know why.
Yeah, man, they just demolished them.
Gameday was in town for that game, and they manhandled BYU.
They did. In the other game that I wanted to bring up, poor Iowa.
Okay. Is Oregon not as good as we thought? Or is Iowa better than we thought?
I think it might be
Iowa played Indiana very close.
Who should I have been cheering for in that game? I was very confused.
Oregon.
Okay.
Because they're higher ranked.
Yeah.
And if they win that game, they at least keep their ranking, and you beat them. Mm-hmm. You know, Iowa, you beat them too, but, you know, I mean, they were 20th in the college football playoff ranking, so no disrespect. I don't think you needed to pull for anybody.
And the last one I want to throw in is Virginia was very – they scored 9 points against Wake.
16-9.
Number 14 in the country.
Remember when Wake beat Kennesaw 13-12 or 10-9 or whatever it was?
They were disguised as a good football
team. By the way, 3-1 this week, and I lost 2 of those games. How about that?
Didn't go with his own system.
Purdue, Penn State, and Wisconsin were the system winners. The only loser was Mississippi State. They scored first, but they couldn't keep Georgia off the board. Georgia beat them 41-21. LSU stinks now. Bama 20-9 in that game. Notre Dame manhandles Navy. I hate to break it to you folks, but Notre Dame's getting into the playoff. And all of a sudden that Louisville win over Miami, and Miami beat Notre Dame. That doesn't look as good anymore because you lose to California.
Auburn and Vandy was a lot of fun.
Auburn and Vandy was a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Auburn had every opportunity to win that game. Every chance. Miami destroyed Syracuse. Ole Miss played the Citadel. What the hell is going on? Ole Miss did not cover. They won 49-0.
What were they favored
51.5. Listen to this. They were 51.5. The over/under was 61.5.
And they didn't cover
either one. And won 49-0. And USC Friday night, 38-17 over Northwestern. I thought we'd get all the top 25 in there before we take a break, which we'll do right now. Coming up, we got birthdays. We'll talk some college basketball, and I'll give you the NFL MVP odds. Guess where Jonathan Taylor is? Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Take care. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John, Tony, Scooter, final segment on this Monday. M&M Cartage hotline, not that anybody uses it, but it's closed.
Shut it down.
Game Day Men's Health text line open, 414-1450. Any text come through yet, Scoot?
We do have one text. Texter says, John, next 3 games are in the state of Indiana for IU. Fans have no excuse not to get to one of them.
I agree.
Well, they can't get to the Wisconsin game because it's sold out, so there's one excuse.
Well, that means they're going to get to it.
Well,
they're already getting to it.
But if I want to go to Wisconsin, I can't do so.
And then Purdue, and then Ohio State in Indianapolis.
That'll be fun.
I got something really important I need to hit on. Richard's phone call the other day. I looked it up. It said no athletes in action. Athletes in action no longer play exhibition games against college teams because the NCAA banned such games in 2004.
Wow.
Since then, college teams, just play other college teams. But the athletes in action still have an organization. They just don't play against college teams.
Well, who the hell do they play against?
That's the Globetrotters.
It's an organization. It's just an organization. A Christian organization.
All right, before I get to birthdays, and
Richard, there you go.
I got a ton of birthdays today. NFL MVP odds. Do you know who the favorite now is to win the NFL
Better
MVP?
be JT.
I will give you first guess, Scooter.
JT.
No, it's always a quarterback.
Tony? It's not him.
Y'all going to go
Matthew
back and forth
Stafford.
Here. Wrong. He's second. Scooter?
JT.
Scooter? I don't know. What was the question? What are y'all talking about?
Mahomes? No.
Mahomes is fourth. Mahomes is third, ahead of Jonathan Taylor, who's fourth.
I can't even think of it. I'll say Josh Allen.
No.
I didn't.
Josh Allen's fifth.
Drake May.
Drake May. Woo! Is the favorite to win MVP. Who had that on their bingo card at the beginning of the year?
It should be JT.
Couple of rest in pieces here. Paul Tagliabue, who was the commissioner of the NFL for years, 84, passed away. And Lenny Wilkens.
Yeah.
He's in the Hall of Fame 3 times as a player, a coach, and a member of the staff that coached the Dream Team.
How do we lose both of those in the same day?
Same day. Lenny Wilkens just had his 88th birthday. I had it on the list within the last 2 weeks. 88. He also won a title in 79 as a coach of the Seattle Supersonics.
It's a great player for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Remember who they played, the Sonics? They played the Washington Bullets. Remember the Washington
you can't
Bullets?
Say Bullets?
Well, that's what they were. Kentucky 107, Valparaiso 59. Tony, 35 seconds. Give me your synopsis and your thoughts on that win. It was good to have Jalen Lowe back, I guess.
That's the biggest difference for Kentucky. You got Lowe and Aberdeen playing. It's a totally different team. Everybody plays off of that. And Kentucky, even though the opponent was not that great, the eye test was much better, and they got after it, man. They pushed it, and they played some defense.
I watched most of this game yesterday, but I did have NFL football on the main screen. But Indiana 100, Marquette 77, dominant first half. Squiggy from Lenny and Squiggy hit the three-pointer from half court there.
What's Squiggy's name again?
What was his name? I don't know.
Little guard, Scoot.
Oh, Connor Enright?
Yeah, Enright.
Yeah.
He hits the mid-court shot, and I go, okay. Marquette did fight back in the second half, but every time they got it close to 10 or 2-10, Indiana just pulled away. Tucker DeVries. Scooter, I'm going to let you go here.
Indiana's got some shooters, boys. That's really my synopsis of the game. I mean, it's hard to tell against a team like Marquette where you're not really sure who they are going to be this season. I think they'll make the tournament, but, I mean, Indiana just they've got, if they can continue to ride the hot hand of Tucker DeVries and Lamar Wilkerson and just get a little bit of help from everybody else, I think it's going to be a fun year.
Inside might be an issue when they play a talented big man.
I don't know. Sam Alexis is really good.
But they're gonna play athletic teams that are going to take the three-pointer away.
Yeah. If he gets fouls, it's going to be a problem too. But that's with everybody. Yeah. And Louisville same way. And
Louisville and Kentucky, it sneaks up on you because normally football college regular season's over before they play. Yeah. Here we are. They play tomorrow night.
Y'all know the spread?
The Yum Center.
Yep. I saw it last night.
Louisville favored by a couple?
3.5.
3.5.
That's crazy to me.
Vegas knows.
I'm taking Cats on the money line. I'm telling you that right now.
All right, let's do birthdays.
Hit that finger on it, baby.
Off to a good start.
All right, Brittany Murphy. Remember Brittany Murphy?
Oh, yeah.
Born in 1977, passed away at the age of 32 in 2009.
Help me.
What was she in, Scooter?
8
She was
Mile.
in Clueless. She was in Clueless. She was in the Ashton Kutcher movie, too. But what's the scooter meter give the late, gone too young Brittany Murphy?
Brittany Murphy was easily a 4.
Yeah, I agree. Walton Goggins, Tony. He's in everything. He's even in Walmart commercials now. Righteous Gemstones. He was in.
Surely it was The Walking Dead, right? He looks like a Walking Dead.
I don't think he was Walking Dead. But he's hot right now.
White Lotus.
White Lotus.
Oh, yeah. I know him from Sons of Anarchy.
White Lotus. He showed all the goods off. He showed all the goods off in Righteous Gemstone.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what happens to him in that, but I know who he is. He's the old guy with the girl with the teeth.
He's 54 today.
I watched it.
Taron Egerton, who played Elton John in a movie, he was also in Kingsman.
Is that Rocket Man?
Rocket Man. He's 36. Ellen Pompeo, Grey's Anatomy, 56 today. I defer to Scooter. Ellen Pompeo.
She's easily a 4, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I've always liked her.
Yeah.
Roy Scheider from Jaws passed away in 2008. Was born on this date in 1932.
I can just see him on the back of the boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat. Roy Scheider. Sinbad, comedian, 69 today. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Funny guy. Miranda Lambert, country singer, 42.
This ought to be a good one for
How about Miranda Lambert? She's got a little outlaw in her.
Yeah. Right? Got a little scoot.
I like Miranda.
I knew that.
I mean, 4.5 is the absolute floor.
All right, Vanessa Angel. I think she was in, what was she in, Kingpin? Was she the girl in Kingpin?
I'm going to fan.
You've seen Kingpin.
God, what a great Scoots day.
Vanessa Angel can bring it.
Another
She's
4.
54 today.
She's another
59
4.
today, excuse me. Tracy Morgan, not a girl, don't look it up. Tracy Morgan, Saturday Night Live, 57 today, 30 Rock.
He's been at all the ball games.
He's at all the Knicks games. Mackenzie Phillips, here's where the scooter meter kind of breaks down a little bit.
No.
One day at a time. Mackenzie Phillips, 66 today.
We'll go 3.
Yeah, you're being nice.
You're right.
All right, sports-wise, Zach Ertz, 35 today. I think he's with the Commander Skins now.
Yeah, football team, which was not very
good. They struggled yesterday.
One of the most commonly used fantasy football names.
Zach Ertz?
Yeah.
Isn't his wife soccer player?
Yes. Very good soccer player. Team USA. Former Cardinal quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, 33 today.
I love the Teddy Bridgewater commercial.
Yes.
The
backup listener. Yeah. Very good. Drew Lock, another quarterback, 29. Is he backup for
Seattle? Right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's with Seattle.
Is he back with Seattle? Oh, they traded him a couple years ago. Drew Lock, 29 today. Dante Stallworth is 45, former wide receiver. Isaac Bruce, former wide receiver, 53.
Hey,
he was part of the greatest show on turf.
Oh, yeah.
One of the greatest things, we were in a fantasy football league, and a buddy of ours was a Rams fan, and he pulled out the bobblehead and hit its head and says, "I'll take Isaac Bruce."
The only bobblehead he had.
We were like, what?
He only took him because he had the bobblehead.
That's pretty good.
Scottie Pippen Jr. is 25 today. What team is Scottie Pippen Jr. with?
Somebody I saw play.
He is with the Grizzlies.
Kendrick Perkins. He should be out of a job.
Okay,
he's
move on.
So bad.
Next.
41 today. Jack Clark, former San Francisco Giants slugger,
Cardinal.
70 and Cardinal. Kenny Rogers, not the singer.
Not
the singer.
No.
Former Rangers pitcher is 61 today. Les Miles, former LSU football coach, 72. Remember when he ate the grass? Mike McCarthy, Super Bowl champion coach with Green Bay.
If you want to see him, Pat McAfee.
Failure with Dallas is 62 today. And TCU basketball coach Jamie Dixon, who left Pitt to go coach at his alma mater, TCU.
I wonder what his record
is 60 today. So those are your birthdays. And
he's already in his 23rd year, or no? Okay, 8th year at TCU.
And what has he done?
Well, he had a pretty good run at Pitt, I thought.
I thought so too, but he went back to TCU where he was from, and they've just been okay.
Tony, he's 176 and 126 at TCU.
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
All right, NFL, that's not bad at all. You got? Yeah, that's pretty good. NFL football tonight, Philadelphia, Green Bay.
Good one there, man.
Good one tonight. The Packers down to a 1-point favorite. I know Tony and Big Al got Green Bay. Who you got, Scoot?
I'm going to roll with Green Bay as well.
Ooh, I hate to agree with you guys.
Vegas knows.
It
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. We're all three going against the Eagles. Hard to believe.
Well, the Packers can beat everybody but the bad teams.
That's true.
Really good college basketball tonight. Really good. Columbia at UConn.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that one.
UConn's 33.5. That's a 6:30 start on FS1 if you're interested in watching Danny Hurley act like an idiot on the sideline. 8 o'clock, Mississippi State, Iowa State. Not bad. Power 5 matchup. They're playing in South Dakota for some reason. That's on the U. Iowa State's a 5.5-point favorite there. And ASUN member West Georgia on the road at UCLA, ranked 12.
Damn.
10 o'clock, UCLA is 34.5. I know, no TV.
I don't have the Big Ten Plus.
No local TV. Yeah, I know. That one hurts. That's not on the ESPN Plus package?
Nope. It's Big Ten Network has their own.
You got to go to Peacock. Is it on Peacock?
No. It just says Big Ten Plus.
It's difficult to find quality games most of November. But we've had Alabama St. John's.
Awesome.
I didn't even get to that.
Yeah, I watched it.
Arkansas, Michigan State was awesome.
That was a good one, too,
Rick Pitino not happy with his defense. Alabama put up a $103. Thanks for listening. Back at it tomorrow. We'll preview Kentucky and Louisville. Matt Dennison is on his high horse coming up next. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Carnage. Big A.